my boy right here. He's got a story to tell you tonight. It's very interesting. He got caught up in human smuggling, human trafficking, whatever you want to call it. He was helping the illegal aliens get across the border. Just got his CDLs. He lost them for life. Ended up going to jail. This is his stories. I don't want to take nothing away from it, but he reached out and wanted to tell his story. So go ahead, boss. Tell us everything from the beginning.
Yes, sir. So, yeah, that is true. I did lose my CDL license on behalf of smuggling illegal immigrants across the border of Laredo. Well, they were coming from Mexico, but they Laredo was was the checkoff was the stopping point, and from there I had to get across Laredo. But make a long story short, I had got with a contractor. I've been on this guy when I was when I was getting my hair cut. He was a barber, and he had got his license or whatnot. And also at the time, he said, "Man, hey, whenever you get your CDL, man, because I let him know that I was in truck driving school." I said, "Well, when I get my CDL, man, I'm gonna get with you, man." And
Right.
from that standpoint, I went to truck driving school. I went to Star Truck Driving School. Actually, that was the name of the place, Star Truck Driving School. Um, I attend in October and I graduated in January. And from when I graduated, I got my CDL. I called him and said, "Hey, I got my CDL, man. You got any work done? Got any work? You're like, yeah, man.
Right. Right. Of course.
I got my own
Right.
truck now, so
Right.
hey, whenever you get ready, man, come on, come and see me, man. I'm in Dallas, Texas right now, so you come and see me, man, and I got plenty of work for you, what I'm saying. So I said, okay. So I contemplated on it. I was waiting actually for a company here stationed in Chicago, where I'm from, and waiting for a company to call back, waiting for this particular company to call me back. They was actually going to hire me as a team driver, so I had to have a partner with that team driver. And yeah, for the CDL. So I at the time they didn't have a extra driver, so I waited around. So when the weather broke, that was in March actually. The weather broke, and still nothing was happening. So I got antsy and went on ahead and called the guy and said, "Hey, you still got work going on." He's like, "Yeah, man, you can come on down here to Dallas, man. I pick you up from the airport, and we'll go to the yard. You go pick up the truck, and you'll meet some people, there. I got the people that I got the truck up under, the company I got that truck up under. You're gonna meet them." And those guys, not knowing, I get there. Those guys, they were Hispanic, and and so they had like a little interview. I guess they were. No, I didn't know at the time what was happening at that time. So so when I got there, the guys in that company, they were like kind of like trying to feel me out to see what I was all about, and just trying to check
Right.
my demeanor. So that's when they laid it on me. They said, "Hey, we got some work for you to do, man." And it's pretty. It's for now. It's kind of dangerous because at first they wanted me to transport kilos of cocaine. You know, and yeah. So the deal the deal was they will give me 10 kilograms, 10 keys. And once I get to the drop point, I get to keep one of the kilograms. So I'm delivering 9 to the drop spot.
Wow.
So
Wow.
so yeah, so with that being said, they was like, well, we got to build a trust with you. So, we're going to start you off with people. So
You were like people.
people, yeah, that's what I said, people. I said, okay, people. which VIP was. So yeah. So what you're gonna do is from Dallas here, you're gonna take the truck. You're gonna drive down to Laredo, Texas, and from at Laredo, you're gonna get a hotel room there, and you're gonna stay there. It's like kind of like overnight. Just stay there. In the morning time.
I've been to Laredo several times.
Yep, and once you get there, we're gonna the morning time come. You're gonna get a call, and they're gonna come being transported to you in Laredo at that hotel. So all you need to do is just have the doors unlocked to your truck, and so that way you don't have to go in and have to direct them to get in there. They know what to do. So
Right.
so I had the door unlocked for sure, and I just waited around the hotel or whatnot until it's over with. And then once they I got the call to say, hey, they all in there. I got the call from the contractor who I was working for. He was like, yeah,
Right.
they all in there, man. You can head on out. So I had to go to the border patrol checkpoint in order to get them there, get to the drop spot. The drop spot was San Antonio.
Right. There's several of them from Laredo to San Antonio. We used to haul. I used to haul Avon down, and I would haul down to Laredo. Then Laredo, I'd go back up. There's several checkpoints along the
Hmm.
way, like
Along the way.
between Laredo and San Antonio. Right.
Yeah, actually, that it was one checkpoint. There's several more. Like if you was going to Houston or whatnot, there's a checkpoint there. But this one particular checkpoint was right in Laredo. I had to come out of to get to San Antonio. Once I got past San Antonio, once I got past Laredo, that checkpoint, I was pretty much free, good. So I got to that checkpoint in Laredo, and the border patrol agents were there. They didn't search the cab or whatnot because I didn't even have him in the trailer. I was bobtailing, you know. So these
I
guys,
think I'm losing you there.
yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Let's see. Let's see. It's kind of. I hear you. It's like I don't know. It's kind of breaking up or something whatnot. Let me take off the Wi-Fi. Let's see what's going on. I got the Wi-Fi on just to make sure. Damn. Yeah, hopefully you get back on because you're cracking up and your picture's going too. Yeah. Okay, you back. Okay, you back. You look like you back now.
All right, we back now. We back now. Yeah, we back. We back. Good deal. All right. So last thing you heard, you were headed to Laredo. I lost you there again. Let me go ahead and try to add him back on here. Talking to a live ex smuggler. He used to have to smuggle humans across, or didn't have to, but he did. He got caught, lost his CDL, did his time, and he wants to share his story. So I'm trying to sit and trying to get him back on now. Here he is. Here he comes back now. He should be back on just 1 second. Like I said, we got a little. So there you are. Now you're back. All right. Last we heard, you were on your way from Laredo. You were headed back with your first group, and what happened? You got stopped by a checkpoint.
Actually, I went through. I went for 3 weeks. I did it. I did it for 3 weeks, not straight, but 3 days for 3 weeks. On the fourth week, on the second day, I that's when I got caught with the immigrants. I believe I was set up. Maybe they told on me. Maybe say, hey, we're getting tired of play because at that time I was smuggling 8 people at a time. So I had got so
Wow.
it was so easy. So I started going twice across the board, the checkpoint. So I was delivering 16 people a day, and they were paying the cartels. They were paying 1,000 per head. each time. So I was making
Right.
16,000 a day, for the 3 days.
Wow.
And
Wow.
so, but how they took care of me was I had got the chance to keep 10,000, and I had to pay the 6,000 to to the to the guy, so that he can pay his guy to for the I guess for the hookup. So with that being said, you still there? Damn, I look like it won't stay on. Damn. Okay, we
Out
there
here on
now?
Wisconsin. That we back again. Yep. All right. So
Yeah.
go ahead. So
So yeah.
so
Yeah.
go
So
ahead.
yeah, so 16,000 a day, for 3 days a week. I went 3 weeks straight, and for the last week, on the second day, that's when I got hit with
Right.
transporting.
And you think
With
they set you up just to go ahead and get rid of you?
Oh yeah, just to get rid of me, and because I believe it's a game. They use you as a pawn,
Right.
because that way they can have other trucks that's coming through with kilograms and money, and more people that are
Right.
on trailers. You got people that's coming through on trailers, and they pack in about 100 people on them trailers.
Right.
So
Right. Right. So
I need
was you
I
in a box truck or was you in a 53-foot
I was
18-wheeler?
I was yeah, I was in the 18 wheeler. I
Okay.
was in the 18 wheeler, and but
Wow.
I didn't have no trailer on it. I was bobtailing, you know.
Wow. So you
So
had them in the back. You had them in the back of your cab, like in the back in the bunk.
yeah, they was in the bunk. They was actually lined
Ah.
up
Okay.
in the bunk. They was lined up
With the
in the
curtain
bunk. I
shut.
had eight people. No curtain striker. That made it obvious. That made it obvious to them that I would have had somebody transporting somebody. So I left the
Right. So they were
curtains
just
up.
like, damn.
So what it was, I in the sleeper berth, I will have six under in the sleeper berth, and
Wow.
you have one in my closet, and then one. It used to be a refrigerator right there, but there's no refrigerator there, so he'd be tucked right there in the cut there with a cooler just sitting there. So
Wow.
so
Wow.
I had six of them. They are in the sleeper
Wow.
berth, lined up, lined up from
So
head to
you
foot, head to foot.
so so you lost your CDLs. Obviously, you went to jail. It kind of messed your whole life
Hmm.
up, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
your message to these CDL drivers. I know when you contacted me, you said you want to let people know, how they will get you, how money, get you. And man, that money that happens everywhere in the world. People try to get you that quick dollar. But if you had a message out there to the new CDL drivers, the new truck drivers, what would that be?
The message would be, if you get approached, like I have been approached, to take that deal and for the amount that it would do, please do not do it, because at the end of the day, you will make more just driving and working legit than
That's real
just
talk.
for that quick dollar at that time to say, hey, oh, I got $100,000 in a month, and I'm all right. No,
Right,
you
right,
gotta go for the long haul. You gotta go for the long haul. You gotta go for the goal. So then at the same time, you are keeping yourself in good standards with
right.
the federal and with the company that you're working for.
Well, I,
But
I
just
admire
not
you.
get
I
into it.
admire you. I admire you for coming on and being able to tell this story. A lot of people wouldn't want to do it, but maybe you're going to help somebody. Maybe if you're out there listening, drivers, and you hear his story, he just got his CDLs. They offered him money. They offered him money to do something. He went and just to go do it and make that quick dollar. It didn't work out. Now he lost his CDLs. And you know what? It takes a lot of courage to get online and actually say, hey, this is where I messed up. But, if anybody can learn from your mistakes, man, that's great. If it helps one person out, man, that's great. And I really
That is
appreciate you
true.
coming on and letting everybody know, man. I really do, dude.
Hey,
I'm sorry you had to go
It's a
through
pleasure
that.
to
It
me.
sucks, but hey, man, you did your
Hey,
time. you did your time, and
Good
you,
time.
you got to move on. But you're giving back to society now by by just trying to help people and encourage people not to do these things and let them know there's a price to pay. And I appreciate that,
It
man.
is.
Thanks for joining me.
No problem,
All right,
sir. No
hey,
problem, sir. Anytime, sir.
no problem. Thanks for selecting my channel. Hey, if y'all are new, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. It's Trucking Life with Sean. Hey, I appreciate it,
Yes,
man.
sir.
We'll be in touch, bud. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir, brother. Yes,
All
sir.
right, bye.
Bye bye.